Morning to Shay.
Good morning to you both. Well, ice can be anywhere and everywhere, and it can also be hard to see. Some of it can be packed in snow, so it kind of hides the ice patches that may be in certain areas. So you definitely want to keep an eye out on certain patches as you walk throughout the area during the winter. Now, most common injuries that they say for include ankle, wrist, and elbow. Now, depending on the severity, treatment could include having surgery with healing times ranging from a few weeks to up to 3 months. And health experts say anyone is prone to falling on the ice, especially the elderly community.
The elderly population, we tend to see more hip fractures from an orthopedic standpoint. They can also still have head and neck trauma.
Well, if the elderly is forced to walk on the ice, it's recommended to take a cane with you and also carry your phone in case you fall. They say it will come in handy if you have to call for an emergency. Now, for other folks, to prevent yourself from falling, it's important to wear proper shoes like snow boots. Even buy yourself some of these. These are like ice cleats. You can just throw them on the bottom of your shoes and just walk on the ice, and it'll help keep you from falling. Reporting live in Fargo, Nishay Taylor, Valley News Live.
Yeah, some helpful information, especially as we know these frigid temperatures and that ice is not going away anytime soon.
Yeah, that's right. We want to head on over to the Valley today's Lisa Green this morning. She has the very latest on what you need to know about this frigid cold. Good morning, Lisa.
Good morning. Yeah, you don't want to get caught outside if you fall or whatever reason you might get caught outside unprepared in this kind of weather. Bundle up again here today. Layer up, cover up, all the things you need to do for days like today. This is a look outside in Fargo. You can see all the exhaust coming off the buildings here as we look toward downtown. And temperatures and wind chills on the list here. In Fargo-Moorhead, we're at 18 degrees below zero on the Moorhead side, 35 below your wind chill. Grand Forks, 21 below, a 41 below wind chill. Thief River Falls, one of our colder spots at 24 below. And that wind chill in the pink number there, 45 below. Some of us have gotten into that 50 below range in eastern North Dakota this morning. So again, dangerous cold. Bemidji's at 20 below, Fergus Falls, Devil's Lake, all in the 20s below with those wind chills into the 30s and 40s below to start today. It's been a while since we've experienced this kind of weather as well. So it's going to be a bit of a shock here when you step outside. Looking at your radar and satellite map, quiet. We've got clear skies. We're going to end up with a lot of sunshine. That'll be our kind of consolation, I guess you could say, today. Nice and bright and sunny, but frigid out at the bus stop. Might want to hold those kids back as long as possible before sending them out for the bus because it is going to be tough to be outside. A temperature of 20 to 22 below here as we head into the next couple of hours. And by the afternoon, warming up, but it will still be below zero. We're looking at a high of about 3 below in Fargo with sunny skies again and wind chills that'll be more into the teens and 20s below by this afternoon. So a cold day for kids out at the bus stop here today. We do see some improvement here happening. We're looking at numbers in single digits, maybe even up to about 10 degrees or so by the end of the work week with a slight chance for snow on Wednesday. But overall, a pretty cold week given our average high is 19 this time of year in Fargo. We get back to that range heading into the weekend, just in time for the weekend. But this morning, it's going to be the toughest here, stepping out into these kind of temperatures and wind chills. So make sure you're ready for it.
Yeah, it's the kind of thing where you head out there and it feels like your face was just attacked when you step out.
And like all the air was taken out of your lungs too. It really does take your breath away. So yeah, make sure you're prepared. You want to even just cover up with that scarf. That'll help things out as far as that feeling of cold in your lungs.
Okay, yeah, good advice, Lisa. Thank you.
A bill to codify abortion rights in Minnesota is on its way to Governor Tim Walz's desk. State senators voted 34 to 33 early Saturday morning.
The Protect Reproductive Options Act says Minnesotans have a fundamental right to an abortion and reproductive health care, much like fertility treatment and contraception. And the idea of carbon-free energy in Minnesota now goes up for discussion today in the state Senate after a bill passed the House last week. That bill would have the state be 100% carbon-free energy for utilities by the year 2040.
The proposal is backed by Governor Tim Walz, but House Republicans are against it, saying it would be costly for consumers. They also say renewable energy resources aren't reliable enough to keep the lights on.
Drag performers say they are frustrated with North Dakota lawmakers. The State House of Representatives last week passed a bill that would make it a crime to perform drag shows in public places or when children are present. Republican Lori Van Winkle of Minot calls cabaret performers who present programs in front of children, quote, perverts.
LGBTQ advocates say the bill discriminates against performers and suppresses freedom of expression. Some drag performers in the Fargo area say they're concerned about the state that keeps coming after them.
My concern is they're going to come for us next, the all adult shows. I wouldn't put it past them.
The Senate takes up that bill in March. In our consumer alert this morning, CVS and Walmart are reducing their pharmacy hours in locations across the country to improve their employee work-life balance. The move comes as the companies struggle with staffing shortages.
CVS says it will adjust hours at select locations beginning in March, while Walmart pharmacies will close 2 hours earlier than usual. It will now be 7 p.m. through weekdays. One of Fargo's satellite libraries is shut down until further notice because of some plumbing problems.
The Northport branch closed Saturday for repairs, but both the downtown and the Southside locations are still open regular hours.
All right, listen to this. North Dakota could see an increase in tourism after being named one of the most welcoming places, not just in the U.S., but the entire world. Booking.com says more than 240 million verified customer reviews were used to rank the top places, and the Peace Garden State came in at number 10.
North Dakota is the only state in the entire country to make that list. The reviews say that the Badlands are part of the 70,000-acre Theodore Roosevelt National Park, and they are some of the most seen places in the state and also a beautiful place to go as well. And speaking of tourism, today at noon and 5, there is a meet and greet for the Islands of New England tour at the Fargo Holiday Inn. I'll be there if you're considering that trip. Come on down.
Yeah, absolutely. Head on down, meet Jordan, give him a noogie, whatever you want to do. That's what I like to do on our commercial break, so it's fine.
So I'm losing my hair.
The Today Show and CBS Mornings are just about to start. I laughed a little too hard at that one. But the Valley Today rolls on. More live up-to-the-minute news and weather coming up right here after the break.
Have a good day.